scientist Davido, a young talented scientist from Kenya. I do scientific research in the field of aquaculture. I also do research in the field of medicine, also behavioral science and robotics. So, but today I am just going to handle aquaculture because today I am helping fish farmers on how they can culture different fish species in their perspectives. So stay connected. For those joining us at the moment, you can kindly please subscribe so that you will be updated on our upcoming videos. So otherwise, stay connected. Let me confirm something here. Okay, are you interested? I have just a question. You can send your comments. Are you interested in fish farming? So you can just send us your answer if it's yes, or you can send your answer if it's no. So just feel free. You can send your answer. So the question is, are you interested in fish farming? So the answer might be yes or no. Just feel free to send your answer as we proceed. Just waiting for your questions. Your question means a lot to me, so I can know where you have a problem so that I can tackle it. So don't feel offended. You can meanwhile send your requests. So for those joining us at the moment, I am a aquaculture consultant. I go by the name David. So I do scientific research in the field of aquaculture. So if you want to start fish farming or a culture of fish, you can reach me via WhatsApp number, which is 011-560-7230. I repeat, my WhatsApp number is 011-560-7230. So for those willing to start aquaculture business, whereby you culture different types of fish species, don't feel shy. Just reach me via the WhatsApp number that I've shared. If you are joining me as a new member, please just do me a favor. Please subscribe, comment, send your request so that I can know on how I can help you. So let me see. There is someone who has sent something, a question here. Wycliffe Barasa from Bungoma. Wycliffe Barasa is requesting to know about the location where they are located. So basically, I am located. I can see another message. Basically, I am located at Busia, Matayos constituency, and also I have a branch in Kisumu, just around fisheries offices at Kisumu there. So also at Siaya, I have a branch there also. I do also have a branch in Homa Bay and as well as Migori. So fish farming has a lot of money. Fish farming is a good thing to go. So if you want to start fish farming, I am good on that. You can just send your request so that I can know on how I can help you. So I do fish pond construction. I do hatchery installation. If you want an hatchery is a place where the eggs are incubated until they hatch. So hatchery is a good thing. You can incubate eggs, then you sell to cage farmers, and they give you good money. So if you wish to start an hatchery, you can also contact me. If you need to start fish ponds construction, I am good in that. And also, if you are a fish farmer and your fish have been dying, maybe natural mortality, I am a doctor in that section. You can reach me via WhatsApp number 011 560 7230. So don't mind about the age. That one is my profession. I did a course in fisheries science and technology. I do lab work. So I want to take you through some factors or challenges that fish farmers are recently experiencing. If you find maybe your fish are suffocating, they do die because of lack of dissolved oxygen in water. So fish are sensitive to water pH. You can call me so that I can reach where you have maybe your fish pond or fish tank. I can collect the water samples, then I take them to my laboratory to do water analysis, whereby I will looking various things in your water so that I can see the problem that is making your fish to suffocate due to lack of dissolved oxygen and many other water parameters. So I think that will help you. So if you have a question, you can just drop your question. Meanwhile, for those joining at the moment, please subscribe as we proceed. Let me confirm something here. Someone has sent a message. Let me confirm. Weekly for Sano from Bondo. Weekly for Sano from Bondo is requesting me to talk something about feeding ratio. So just as a human being, when we talk about feeding ratio, just like a human being, you cannot overfeed yourself, or you cannot feed on something little that cannot sustain you. So also fish needs a balanced diet, and they also needs something that can sustain them, because fish needs requires energy to swim, to move around, energy to do breeding. So you should consider that. So your fish diet should be balanced. So when I talk about balanced diet, you need to give fish the feed that has all nutritive content that fish requires in order to grow and breed. So we do fish feed formulation. I also personally do fish feed formulation, whereby if I know the stage of growth of your fish, I can advise you this stage you can feed them a protein content of a protein content of some percentage. So we have crude protein of 40%. We give them to various fish species and to their stages of growth. We also have a crude protein of 35%. Depending on the growth stage of your fish. So you should consider that. So also about feeding ratio, you should also consider the feeding mode. When I talk about feeding mode, is the way your fish feeds. We have fish species that feeds on floating feeds. We also have fish species that feed on the sinking feeds. So you should consider that to avoid the wastage of your feeds. So we have fish species like Oreochromis niloticus. Oreochromis niloticus is the normal tilapia. The normal tilapia normally feeds on suspended feeds, the floating feeds. We have Clarias garapinus. Clarias garapinus is catfish. So catfish normally feeds on the sinking feeds. So if you introduce to your fish pond floating feeds and you are culturing Clarias garapinus, which is a catfish, you will be wasting your feeds. So you need to consider that before you introduce the feeds on your fish pond. So I think I've answered that person. You can send as many questions as possible. I am just available. So for those joining us at the moment, please stay connected so that you can gain more. But just help us to subscribe. Just subscribe before we proceed. So don't feel offended. Just send your request. So if you like to visit me at my office, you can just contact me via a WhatsApp number, or you can make a phone call. My number is 011 560 7230. Aquaculture is a good thing. It has a lot of money under agriculture. It falls under agriculture. So I want to take you through some basic things that you should consider before constructing a fish pond. So, and those basic things that you need to consider. One is availability of land, and that land you must also see its slope. So you know, while you need to construct earthen pond, an earthen pond is the pond that you just dig out the topsoil so that you can create something like a hole, a borehole, I mean, like a borehole. So that is an earthen pond. So before you construct an earthen pond, you should take note of your land slope. We have slopes that are not good to construct earthen pond. So in that case, I can advise you to do raised pond. Raised pond is the ponds that you don't dig them. So you just construct a structure like a fish pond, but it should be raised above the soil. So you can use concrete. You can construct a raised concrete pond. That one can be good depending on the slope of your land. But for those going for earthen pond, also you need to consider the type of the soil. When I talk about the type of the soil, we have the soil that can hold water for a long period, and also we have a soil that cannot hold water for long. So also you should consider that we can take your soil and tell you maybe this is a good soil that can sustain water for long. Also another thing for earthen pond, you should also consider the source of water. You can construct it, but where will you get your water? So if you don't have water, you can buy some tanks so that you can harvest maybe rainwater. Rainwater can do. So you can harvest rainwater and stock it to use it later. So I think I've educated you on that. So for those joining us recently, please subscribe. For those joining us recently, for your sake, I am aquatic scientist Davido, an aquaculture consultant. I am good in aquaculture, so my main work is to educate and train fish farmers in order to produce quality fish that can market even outside Kenya, so you can export it. I also have worldwide customers. When I stock them for you, the fish fingerlings, to the period of harvest, I can market them for you, and you get a lot of money. So please reach me via WhatsApp number, or you can make a phone call. My number is 011-560-7230. So just continue dropping your comments so that I can see the area where I can help you. Otherwise, thank you for choosing Aquatic Scientist Davido. So just send your requests. I am free, I am available. That is my profession, that is my work. I will advise you on that. So let me confirm something here. Emmanuel Wafula from Busia. Emmanuel Wafula from Busia is requesting to know something about breeding. So fish breeding is a good thing. So Wafula, let me tell you something about fish breeding. As I proceed, please, those joining us at the moment, kindly please take your time, subscribe, comment, share, and like. So Wafula, about fish breeding, so we have different techniques that are used in fish breeding. So we have natural propagation. So natural propagation is where you leave your fish to spawn. Spawning is the process where they lay eggs, then the male fish fertilizes the eggs with sperms. So natural propagation, you just leave your fish to breed naturally. So we have semi-artificial propagation. Semi-artificial propagation is where you inject your female fish, you inject it and then you place it in a tank for 12 hours with a male. That is semi-artificial propagation. Then we have artificial propagation itself, is where you inject both male and female fish, then you carry on the breeding process after 12 hours. So immediately after breeding, you are encouraged to collect the eggs, and then you incubate them in an incubator at a good temperature, so that they can hatch. After hatching, you are advised to feed them feed the fries after 7 days. So I think I've talked about fish breeding, but fish breeding techniques are technical techniques. They need practicality. So you need to do it practically. So that one I can advise you to come at my place so that I can teach you more on how to breed different species of fish. We also do sell ornamental fish. Ornamental fish are fish that are used just for decoration purposes, whereby you place an aquarium at your home. You can place it at a working place just to decorate your place. So we have different species or different types of fish that are ornamental fish. The common one is a goldfish. I think all of you knows goldfish. So I can make for you aquarium and stock for you those ornamental fish on your aquarium. Then formulate the feeds for your ornamental fish, and also other common cultured fish like tilapia, like catfish, which is Clarias garapinas. I can do fish feed formulation for you, so at affordable prices. So just continue sending your request. For those joining us at the moment, please subscribe before we proceed. Don't feel offended. Where you've not understood, you can just send your request so that I can repeat where you've not understood. Otherwise, stay connected. Someone is trying to communicate something here. Lucy Wangui. Lucy Wangui. I can get you, Lucy Wangui. Oh, you are asking about the species that can be cultured. The species that can be cultured at Sagana. Okay, let me respond to you. So someone has asked about fish species that can be cultured at Sagana, central region. Okay, so we have different fish species that can be cultured in different geographical areas. Let me start with where I am based, Western Nyanza. So Western Nyanza, the fish species that can do well is Clarias garapinas, which is catfish, and also Oreochromis niloticus. Oreochromis niloticus is the normal tilapia. In Luo, they call it ngege. So that one can do well in Western Nyanza province. So around central, we have a fish species that is called rainbow trout. So rainbow trout can do well in central region because it requires low temperatures. It requires cold water, so it can do well in that region. So I think, my friend, I've answered you. Okay, thank you very much. For those joining us recently, please subscribe, send your comment. You can call me, you can comment. My number is 011-560-7230. Okay, just waiting for your comments. If you are a fish farmer and you are experiencing maybe natural mortalities, I can reach your site and help you. I can pick one sample of your fish, then I do postmortem for it in my laboratory so that I can see the type of diseases they are going through so that I can know how I can help you. Yes, for those joining me at the moment, please subscribe, comment, and share. Yes, I can get you. Yes, please be audible, please. Oh, you are asking something about I speak about cages. Okay, just hold on. I will be back to you. So thank you for those joining at the moment. Someone has asked something about the cages. So just give me a humble time. I am explaining you something on cage farming or culture of the cage. So let me bring it on this way. So we have cage culture. We have a different culture of fish. So we have a cage culture. We have a fish pond culture as a culture unit. So we have different types of culture units. Where we have a fish pond culture as a culture unit, we have cage culture. We also have rice culture, where you culture your fish in a place where the rice has been grown there. So we also have aquaponics as a culture unit. Aquaponics, that is a topic for another day, but it needs you to be there practically so that you can see on how aquaponics works. So I need to compare fish pond culture and the cage culture so that you can see the difference between the two, and so that you can make your mind or make your decision according to how I will explain to you. So fish pond culture is not bad, but that fish pond culture, I can advise those that are not near lake to focus on fish pond culture. But people staying close to the lake, instead of doing fish pond culture, you can do cage culture, where you install cages on the lake. You know, cage fish intends to grow faster than fish pond fish, because fish pond is a place that it's not a natural place, but lake is a natural place or a natural habitat for fish. So when you culture your fish to cage culture, they intend to grow faster compared to those cultured on fish pond. So because at cage there they feed on natural feeds, you just add the artificial feeds at your own cost, but they do normally feed on natural feeds. So your feeds may act like supplementary feeds, just to add on that they have fed before. So I can advise you to focus on cage culture than on fish pond culture, but fish pond culture is also good for those who are not close to lake. So for those joining us at the moment, please do us favor, subscribe, like, comment, and share so that we can know on the area that we can help you. So I think I've tackled something on cage culture. So, and before you start cage culture, we have some process that you need to follow. So, as an aquatic scientist, we've done research at Lake Victoria. We know suitable places that you can install your cages. So, before installing a cage, any cage in Lake Victoria, you must follow a procedure. And this procedure goes this way. You go to beach management unit, BMUs. After going to BMU, you interact or you approach the beach management unit chairman so that they can give you an okay. You install your cage on their BMU. You register with them. So after that, you go to county fisheries department. You communicate with them so that they can give you a license. So after that, you go to NEMA. So you go to NEMA with your business plan. You can give me that work. I can write for you a good business plan so that NEMA can accept you to install the cage at Lake Victoria. Also, after that, after being given a certification with NEMA, you collaborate with the county fisheries. After that, you are requested to visit Kenya Fishery Services offices. Like if you are at Nyanza region, they are found at Kisumu there. So after visiting them, they will come and do something that is called cage surveying, where they will take note of the coordinates. Before you start cage installation in Lake Victoria region, you should have some coordinates. So that one will be indicated on your business plan. So we shall just take those coordinates and confirm with the Kenya Fishery Services so that we can give you okay to start cage farming at Lake Victoria. So that is the procedure that you should follow in order to make everything to be okay. So, and to avoid a lot of things. So I think I've talked about cage culture. I've compared with it with the fish pond culture. I think you can see the difference. So for those joining me at the moment, please subscribe, comment, and share so that I can know your requests. Okay, so for those willing to reach me, I am located at Busia County, Mataos constituency. I also have a branch at Kisumu, also Siaya, Homa Bay, and Migori, but I am aiming also to do expansion so that I can have branches at Nakuru, also Bungoma, Kakamega, to help people of Kakamega. I've worked with Kenya Fishery Services and to their data, Kakamega is the leading county with the fish pond in western region. Then the leading county with the cages is Siaya County. Siaya County is the leading county with cages. So people of Busia, if you can focus on cage farming, you can be somewhere, you can be counted somewhere. So the leading county in Lake Victoria region with the cages is Siaya County. Followed with Homa Bay. Then Migori is at down there. So Migori doesn't have a lot of cages. So if you want to invest in cage farming, you can look away and get away in Migori there. Migori doesn't have a lot of cages, so you can install your cages at Migori. But Siaya County has a lot of cages. We have a lot of cage farmers there. So also you can look for BMU, beach management unit at Busia County. At Busia County, we also don't have a lot of cages. So if you want to start cage farming, you can reach us via WhatsApp number 011-560-7230. So for those joining me at the moment, please subscribe, comment, send your request. Don't just watch, but you don't send your request. How can I help you? It's good when I communicate. Also, you communicate through sending requests so that I can know the area in aquaculture where I can do help you. So otherwise, I appreciate for those who are calling me. I've helped a lot of farmers. I've done a work that fishery officers at some points, maybe they can do it, but at some point they are committed. So I can do help you. So for those joining me, please subscribe before we proceed and send your requests so that I can know on how I can help you. Okay, just stay connected. Let me work on something. Just I am coming in a few. Just hold on. Just hold on. Okay. Okay, I am back, my people. I'm back, my people. Okay, you can continue sending your request. For those joining me at this momentum time, please subscribe, comment, like, and share. So for those joining me at the moment, I've tackled about cage farming. I've tackled fish pond farming. I've also tackled factors to consider before you construct your fish pond. So far so good. I've also told about fish feeding. What I need to talk about, to repeat talking about fish feeding, because that's where we have a lot of problem to the farmers, fish farmers that we've interacted with. So just give me a few seconds so that I can tackle on feeding regime. Okay, for those joining me, please subscribe before I tackle something in feeding, fish feeding. Okay, thank you for subscribing. So a lot of farmers have a challenge when it comes on feeding rate. So before you give your fish feeds, there is some aspects that you need to consider. One, when you stock your fish, when you stock them, before stocking your fish, you should take their weight. You should weigh them so that you can have the exact weight that you stocked them at that very, very, very first point you stocked them. So you need to have their weight data so that we have some mathematical formula that we use in order to know on how many kgs or grams that you should feed your fish in a daily basis. So before stocking your fish, you need to weigh them and take that data so that we can be able, when we come to your site, we can be able to calculate and give you exact feeding ratio that you can feed your fish. So the fish, let me tackle something about fish feeding, how you should feed your fish and at which time, or how can you know that your fish, needs to be fed. So please subscribe as we proceed. So what I can advise you, I cannot give you the right time to feed your fish, depending on several aspects. But the right time to feed the fish, according to my understanding and my profession, the fish should be fed in a day 3 times, whereby you feed them at 10, right? You feed them at 10. You also feed them at 12. Then lastly, you feed them at 2. So also you can feed them twice a day. You can do it at 10 a.m. then at 4 p.m. So ask me why. So the fish needs to be fed when the temperatures of water are a little bit warm, when the water is warm. If you feed your fish when the water is cold, they do normally don't feed well in cold seasons, or in cold seasons, because their metabolism is affected by that. So you need to feed your fish when the water temperatures are a little bit warmer, to avoid wasting feeds and to avoid wasting feeds. So you should consider that. So before you feed your fish, consider the temperature of the water. So the temperature of the water can affect your fish to feed. Also, you should consider time. I think the best time to feed your fish is 10 o'clock and in the evening at 4 p.m. So you should consider that to avoid wasting the feeds. So I think I've tackled something about feeding ratio, whereby you calculate the weight of your fish in order to know the amount, the quantity of the feed you can give to them in a daily basis. So I am good on that. Then we have something called FCR, which is feeding conversion ratio. FCR is good. It helps you to know if you are fish have increased in size when you feed them, or your feed has just gone wasted. So FCR is good in every aspect of feeding your fish. So you should be able to know your FCR, feed conversion rate. That one can help you so that you can avoid overfeeding your fish, so that you can avoid losses while it comes buying fish feeds. So I think I've tackled something on feeding ratio. So you can just give me your comments. You can just give me a question. You can just ask me any questions. You can just like, so that I can know if you've understood what I've tackled. So for those joining me at the moment, please just do us a favor. As the way I am teaching you, I know you don't pay me, but you can pay me back by subscribing. Just subscribe, that will be good. Just subscribe, because I know you will not pay me, but I am teaching you. So just do me a favor, subscribe, like, comment, and share in order to make this channel to prosper and be of help to you. So otherwise, you can send any request about fish farming. I am here to give you feedback. Yes, so don't feel offended. Just send your request. I am here to help you. Just waiting for your comments, requests, so that I can know on which area I can tackle. Otherwise, we have an organization that is called Widstro. So my organization, its mandate is to nurture talents. If you are talented in any area, but basically we are working with those talented in science. If you can do anything of science, you can reach me via WhatsApp number 011 560 7230. So Wilstro organization, we do support fish farmers. We train them on how they can handle the fish from the day of stocking up to the day of harvesting. We do help fish farmers so that they can market. Also, they can market their fish in a broad market. So don't feel offended. Just send us your requests, so that we can know on how we can help you to come up with quality fish seeds and quality fish for market. So for those joining me at the moment, please subscribe as we proceed. So subscribe as we proceed, for those joining me at the moment. So also for those that doesn't have maybe anything to do, I can help you, whereby you can be advertising me. If you get a client, I give you 5% of the money that a client will be giving me. So if you have a smartphone, also you can do work hand in hand with me. So maybe you can advertise for those that wants to be installed hatcheries, also fish pond, also those who are experiencing natural mortalities, where their fish just die without them knowing what is the cause of their fish to die. So you can also reach me if you want me to give you maybe a work. You'll be my agent at your geographical area. You can just reach me via WhatsApp number 011 560 72 30. So I think that one will be good because you will be also earning. You earn as I earn, you earn as I earn, you earn as I earn, and that one will do help you. Also, what I can tell you for free, in our days, we have a lot of scammers. Don't trust anyone who comes to your DM. Take note of that. Don't trust anyone. People in our days, some people are using online platforms to con people. They are using online platforms to do bad things. So before you do anything, you must include God first. You should include God in everything you do, and you will be a successful person in this universe. So avoid gambling, avoid sharing your ideas with strangers. So let a person firstly introduce his or herself. So as you proceed doing a conversation with a person, you will be able to know if maybe he or she is a scammer, or he or she is someone that have something to do. So I believe I cannot defend myself. I cannot defend myself, but according to the conversation that you've had with me, I think you can see my capability. I think you can see how maybe I am experienced in these aquaculture consultants in this aquaculture sector. So from the beginning up to this session, I think you've gained something. And remember, you've not paid me. I am not going live YouTube to be paid, but what you can pay me back is just by subscribing to my channel. And also, I am not interested in anyone's money. So if you just need my service, you can reach me at Busia County at Mataos constituency. You can also visit me at Kisumu. You can also visit me at Siaya, Homa Bay, Migori. So you can come physically. I don't want whereby you send me maybe money, then you start blackmailing me, you start calling me a scam. I don't want that. So if you need my services, you can call me to your site so that I can visit your site, but under agreement. If you go corners on our agreement, I will not feel well. So please, if you need my services, I am not a scammer. Just feel free to call me to your site so that I can see what you really want and how I can help you. So you can call me to your site. I don't need you to call me a scammer. You know, in nowadays online platforms, we have a lot of scammers. If you are not wise, they can con you in an easier way. So aquaculture consultants is my work. I do help fish farmers, and I am an experience in aquaculture. So also, if you want a farm manager, fish farm manager, I have good people who are well trained in aquaculture. You can reach me so that I can connect you with them. So, and about connecting you, I bring the person physically so that you can talk with him, you agree. I don't want to be counted as scammer. So if you want to start fish farming, or you are a fish farmer and you want to have an expert in aquaculture, I can visit your site, give you advice, physical advice that will do help you, and that one will be good. I don't want to be counted that as a scammer. I am not interested with your money, but if you are experiencing a problem in your fish farm, you can reach me via WhatsApp number 011-560-7230. So, and I think with God, everything is possible. Before you start any project, you must first include God in your endeavor so that you can succeed. So thank you very much for your time. For those joining me at the moment, please don't feel offended. You can just send your request so that I can give you advice on the area that you have a problem. Okay. Thank you for those joining at the moment. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share. I am an aquatic consultant. I go by the name David. I am located at Busia County, Mataus constituency. I am also located at Kisumu, around Lakeside. I am also located at Siaya, Migori, and Homa Bay. I do aquaculture services. And the services that I do under aquaculture are fish stocking, fish pond construction. I do fish pond management, whereby I monitor your fish and treat them from getting infection. And also, if they are infected, I do quarantine them as I give them a medication up to the period that they will be well, so that we can mix them with other fish. Also, if you have a problem in your fish pond whereby your fish dies, you experience natural mortalities, I am good on that. I will just simply take one sample of your fish and I take them to my laboratory and do post-mortem so that I can know the cause of their death, so that I can advise you on where you can put your efforts in order to avoid natural mortalities. So for those willing to start fish farming, you can be willing to start cage farming, the culture of the cage. You can be willing to start the culture of a fish pond. You can be willing to culture your fish in tanks. Don't feel offended. Just reach me via WhatsApp number 011-560-7230, and may God will do bless you. So I am not interested with your money. I am repeating this each time. I am not interested with your money, but I am interested by helping you. So after helping you, you will give the money whereby you will not be conned. You will give willingly according to the work that I will be done to you. So if you are already a fish farmer and you want fish farm manager, you can also consult me so that I can give you a profession person that will help you on that. So if you want to reach me, you can visit my office at Busia County, Mataus constituency. Also, you can visit my other office at Kisumu, just around Lakeside. You can also visit me at Siaya. You can also visit me at Homa Bay and also Migori. But I am also planning to help the people of Nakuru, whereby I don't know if I can arrange and locate also my office at Naivasha. There I am also aiming to help people of Kakamega, but at the moment you can just reach me at Busia County if you are around Western region. If you are around Nyanza region, you can visit me at Siaya, Kisumu, Homa Bay, or Migori. That one better. So for those joining me at the moment, please subscribe as we proceed. Otherwise, thank you for making this session to be more of interaction. I do appreciate for those who have sent their messages, their requests. I do appreciate for those who have been with me since the starting of this session up to this momentum. May God bless you. Thank you for interacting with aquatic scientist Davido. May God bless you and give you the desire of your heart. God is always a faithful God. God is a good God. So by the fact being a scientist, I do also appreciate God, because God is the one that has given me this knowledge to be a scientist. It's not my knowledge, but it's God's knowledge. So as a scientist, I do acknowledge God for what He has done in my life up to this momentum time, and where I am at the moment is God. So I do thank God for everything, and my prayers is that God give you the desire of your heart, and everything will be well. And the secret in this universe, if you want to succeed, just be humble. Just humble yourself. Don't harass people. Don't be an arrogant people. Just be kind, and give love to each and every person that you come across. Don't discriminate people. Just love each and everyone, and your life will be well. And also help those who needs your help without waiting for the refund, and that will be good. So call me via WhatsApp number 01156072230 for more information. Thank you. May God bless you. Bye. Until next time, be blessed.